Party foul.
Sorry, I'm doing this, digital age. Okay. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I'm Lauren. I'm the matron of honor and Tori's sister. And for those of you who know her as Victoria, I'm sorry, she's Tori to me. She has always been and always will be, so just to, not confuse anyone. It's Tori in this speech. I wanted to say, like my dad, I usually do speeches off the cuff too, but I couldn't tonight because this is probably the most important speech I'm ever going to say. So I had to, write it down. Okay. Wow, this day is finally here. It's not that I ever doubted this day would happen, but it was sometimes a long and meandering road to get here. So let me take you down that road and revisit some of those detours one last time. As some in this room may know, Tori's had a lot of boyfriends. And the only reason I bring this up is because for some reason, I often did not get along with a lot of these boyfriends. And I get along with everyone, for those of you who know me. But for some reason, it was like I would butt heads with them, or our personalities just wouldn't mesh. So Tori would see the good in them, and I saw their flaws, which of course went mostly unnoticed by her until some time passed by, and inevitably she would realize her little sister was right, as most of you know I always am, and those boys would be out the door. As a side note, this was really weird that Tori would see this, the good in these guys and I wouldn't, because Tori and I have a very unique brand of sisterly telepathy. So we often can read each other's mind, and just a look and we know exactly what the other one is thinking. Why didn't this work on the boyfriends? Anyway, when I met our gregarious groom, Brian, I started my usual course of thinking. I'll be open-minded, but let's see what's wrong with this guy. Instead, I started only noticing what was right with him. He's laid back, outgoing, easy to talk to, and seemed really comfortable in his own skin. Beyond the obvious positive personal qualities, he seemed to compliment Tori in a way that I had never seen another guy accomplish, and he continues to do it today. Tori can be a ball buster.
Keep going.
She's a strong woman, okay? And he gives way when she needs to exert that strength. When she's vulnerable, Brian's her rock. When she's being a control freak and trying to plan every last detail of her life, he brings a refreshing spontaneity to her. And when life gets a little crazy and overwhelming, he is the calm in the storm.
Yay.
And as a side note, again, speaking of planning and details, Tori planned all of this with my parents, and it's pretty damn amazing, I think. So, the planning comes in handy. Seeing all these qualities play out in Tori and Brian's relationship was beautiful and astounding to me. I am the younger sister, but I got settled in the love department a little quicker and easier than she did. So in a lot of ways, I was looking out for her as if I was the older one. All those things that Brian is for Tori, she has been for me. This is the part where I'm going to get emotional. We've been through a lot, some really challenging times and lots more extremely happy ones. Through it all, Tori's been my sister, mother, biggest cheerleader, counselor, teacher, and always my best friend. But when Brian came along, it seemed that I didn't have to worry about her finding a true partner anymore. And now let's talk about Brian's ex-girlfriends. Just kidding. Okay, sorry, let's go back to this. I couldn't help it. Okay, so tonight I want to welcome my new brother into the family and raise a glass to the newlyweds. Where's my glass?
Someone.
Raise a glass to the newlyweds. Tori and Brian, I love you. Cheers. Cheers.
Tori, you're the best.
A nice round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. And we invite you all to dance. Come on, ladies and gentlemen.